Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thank you for joining us here today on the channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. And if you already are so, then you're absolutely amazing and I appreciate every single one of you. Pop your comments down below. Where are you from? Where in this wonderful world are you from? Do please let me know. Anyway, today we're looking at lots and lots of spiders. I was contacted through a friend and asked if I would take on some of a collection because the person who previously owned them was they had a new job, a hectic lifestyle, and were just not having the time to look after the spiders as they'd hoped. Now, spiders in themselves don't take a lot of work, so to speak, but when you think about it, you know, you've got feeding, you've got watering, making sure the humidity levels are correct in your enclosures. Some obviously need it more humid than others. Spot checking, cleaning where necessary, and overall, although one or two is not a big deal, but when you start getting up towards 20, 30, 40 and you're working and you've got a family, it can suddenly become a very overwhelming thing. And a lot of people, when they get into this hobby, they want this one, they want that one, they want that one, and before they know it, they've got 80, 90 odd spiders, and suddenly find that you might not have time for them all. So I did it myself when I first got into this hobby. I had way too many, and it was actually ruining my passion of the hobby. So I made an option to reduce it down. I think I kept 12 from I think I had about 90 to 100 spiders, and reduced it down to 12 and rebuilt my passion for the hobby from there. And I've seen it happen with many people. But anyway, to digress once more, that is what's happened here today. Friend reached out and said, could you take on some of these spiders? And I said absolutely, I would love to do that. So I'm going to show you the spiders that have come and joined us here today. And yeah, if you see me, or if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you'll have already seen the kind of crown jewels, the crown of the jewel of the crown, or whatever. But anyway, without further ado, let's just go have a look. They go from slings right through to adults, and there are some I've kept before, some I've not kept before, but all are absolutely amazing. So let's go have a look at those spiders. I'll try and keep this video as short as we possibly can. As I say, there's a few to go through. And obviously let me know what's your favourite in amongst this lot, so you're going to see. So we've actually got two of these guys. So that's the Haplolopus SP Columbia, also known as the pumpkin patch. The sling is tiny, it's in there, but obviously we can see this one a wee bit better here. They have given this one the classic name Jack, so that might suggest it's a male. A lot of these are sexed, but obviously we have little Jack here in the corner and the smaller sling. Way through the slings first. So we've got the Aphnopelma chalcodes, or chalcodes, however you want to say it. That is the Arizona desert, I think the blonde. And let's see if we can see where you're hiding. No, we cannot. We can't see where you're hiding at all. You have Aphnopelma hensi. We can see that one, that's right there. Nice wee fiddler. You have Aphnopelma moderatum. Again, not seeing where this one's hiding. Go down here. Need to check on that one. So that was the Aphnopelma. I'm pretty sure that's. And that's the thing with slings. It's so easy for them to, pass on, because that's why they have so many. So if 3 of the sling pots have not actually physically found the slings, but that one I'm fairly sure that's a goner. These two, the chalcodes and the other Haplopopus, I'm going to set them apart because it could just be that they're that tiny. I've not seen them, I've sifted through them, but I've not found them. Onto the slightly bigger one, so we have Nhandu caraparensis, which is the Brazilian red. We can see legs poking out of the hide there, so that's all fine and dandy. Okay, for Mictopus chromatus, not one I've kept before. This is the red island bird eater. This is a nice big chunky spider. I presume it's got a water dish buried in there somewhere. Looks like it's had a right old sift over, but it's a good decent sized spider. Probably get a wee upgrade very soon. There we go, look at the colours on that. Old Cervigyrus starlingi, the rear horned baboon. This will be in its burrow someplace. I can see legs poking out already, which is good. It's just down in there. That was looking mighty fine and dandy. Next up is Nhandu Trapepi, which I'd already done, but I forgot to hit record, so it's gone down in this corner here. It's down underneath here. I'm not going to disturb it because I've already disturbed it once, and we've given it some water. Herpetara pulchripes, of course, the golden-legged blue baboon, and just look how beautiful she is. Water bowl's upside down, which is going to make this an interesting doozy to doozy. Obviously don't want her taking a bolt out of there while I'm trying to do this. Just look how stunning those legs are. Look at that blue coloration. Let's get a bit of water in there. Immediately having a turn around, what's going on, what's that vibrating my web. But yeah, absolute stunner. And again, I reckon deserves a wee bit of a better tub than this. So we have a Firmicticus cancerides, or however you wish to pronounce it. We already have one. No, we didn't. It gets very confusing. Again, these tubs are quite handy because you can just kind of pop open the bit that you need. Very nice plump abdomen on this one. I love the markings, the kind of striations on the carapace of this species. It's almost like little eyebrows, little superhero masks on their heads. Next up, these ones have a wee bit more information. The humidity, temperature. These are sex, so this is a female at Davus pentaloris, which is the tiger rump. Just look at that, I think it's fairly understandable how they get their name. We have this beautiful, almost peachy copper kind of carapace, moving on to this kind of tiger stripe abdomen. An absolutely beautiful species, don't get very big, are absolutely lovely. One we've already actually got in the collection, I think mine's is a female as well, but we have here the Nhandu chromatus, Brazilian red and white. I find mine's is quite a flicky, temperamental so-and-so, but you can understand where they get their name from. Obviously they've got this beautiful red abdomen with the black and white, very distinctive legs. So yeah, very beautiful spider indeed. If she is anything at all like mine's is absolutely crazy for food. There we go. Pushed. Done. Yep. I had a feeling that was going to be a takedown. Nice big cockroach there. Had a feeling it was after a feed. The way it was going after those tongs. We have a Firmicticus auratus. Again, you can see why it's called the bronze. Just look at that. Don't think you get any more bronze than that. On to the next size up, we have Brachypelme bohemi, female Mexican fireleg. So again, this one would probably be better in the tub that the previous one was in, and the previous one would probably be better in this tub. These are things I want to do over time, is kind of do a wee swap around, especially with some of the bigger, heavier Weber ones that we're yet to get onto. But yeah, absolutely classic. Can't go wrong with one of these guys. You've got to love the wee Brachypelme. Good old absolute classic. The last thing I really needed another one of, but legs here. And it's a female. We have Elacidora parabiana, which, as you know, I have just recently successfully bred mine. Managed to get rid of most of the slings at the Scottish show, thankfully. Will not be breeding them again. Now this one is unsexed on the tub. Difficult to tell. It's an LP. Could be male, could be female. Only time will tell. And what we got here, one of my absolute favourite, Ephinobopus marinus, the skeleton leg. Again, we've got that kind of mould outbreak going down into its burrow there, so we need to deal with that. I did spot this one when we first got home, so I know it's in here. It's a good size. It's hiding all this webbing. Oh, there we go. It's here round by this skull. You can just kind of see those skeleton legs in there, which is why they're called the skeleton leg tarantula. Okay, Stevie boy. The good old Chromatopelma cynopubescens, also known as the GBB. Now, these guys can be a bit bolty, which I'm not, but I don't want that beetle in there. Let's get rid of that. We have a very beautiful GBB, also known as green bottle blue because of this coloration here. We've got the kind of the green of the carapace, the blue, and then this kind of tiger stripy kind of mad abdomen going on there. Really good webbing, heavy webbing spider. Let's watch your toesies. But I think this one will definitely go into a nicer enclosure to allow it to properly web up, because there's not much anchor points. We want anchor points coming up, so it's got something to connect to, as opposed to just all this ground webbing from the bits and bobs that are on the ground. So that's another project we'll be doing. Okie dokies. Look at this. Bocatheria metallica. Is running away. Yes, I don't like light. I don't know if that one's recently molted. There is a molt cutting about down here. So yeah, that's obviously I think everybody knows what PMETs look like. Trying to get a squishy in there. Not really seeing it too well because it's hidden right on the back against its bark there. But again, feel free to Google that should you need to. That is of course the Bocatheria metallica, also known as the Beauty Sapphire ornamental. So somewhere in amongst all this is an A-gen, the geniculata, the white, there we go, it's down in there, white knee. Absolute classic in the hobby. Everybody keeps an A-gen at some point in time. It's like a staple in the hobby. Okay, in this big beast of a tank we have a OBT. Lovely big tank. I think probably would be better for likes of the GBB or something. No idea the size of this. No idea the sex of this. This is one of the ones that's unlabelled. I'm guessing, well, it could be absolutely anywhere. There is a nice bit of webbing in here, probably in this cork tube. There we go. I thought maybe that was a male there for a minute. Off here she goes down there now that I've disturbed their beautiful hide, but again, no, I think no, I thought they were palps I was seeing, but potentially not, possibly female. Absolutely beautiful, but again, it doesn't need to be in this big a tank. Could have used somebody else in there, probably. I'm thinking I've got somebody else that might go into here. Again, Pteronoclus maris, OBT. RCF, red colour form. I'm guessing down in this corner here. So these things lift up. There we go. Oh, look at that. There we go. This is like, why on earth are you wrecking my house, you utter numpty? So we don't want to disturb it anymore because it's clearly wound up, feeling a bit agitated, which is understandable because I've just completely destroyed its house. So the best thing we can do is just attempt to pop its bark back for it. That's a shame. It's very, very plump, very, very healthy looking. But why stop there when you can have 3 new OBT? So this is TCF, I think that's true colour form. This is a sexed female. OBTs have this wonderful ability to pretty much double up over themselves. They pretty much backflip in a defensive manner, which gives them just like that. You can see how they pretty much strike out. They kind of double back, giving them this lunge forward for protection. There we go. See how she's going right over onto her back, which gives her, and the wee fangs are wobbling. The camera's not focusing, which doesn't really help, but you get the idea. And obviously we don't want to disturb her anymore, so we are going to move out the way, girl. We're at Afropelma Anax. Again, his lids seem to be screwed in. I could just see a bump poking down under there. We're going to get one I haven't kept before. Okay, folks, this is the Afropelma Gabelli, which is a corked bad green, I believe. I think these come from the United States. Not one I've kept, must admit. Not one I've particularly heard of before. Look at that big bald bahookie. Unusual looking spider. Dark legs leading onto the lighter patches, really light greeny brown carapace, and there's kind of like a very faint line marking on the abdomen there. Really unusual. As I say, not one I've kept before. Don't know if that's a bit of substrate it's wearing as a wee hat or not, but yeah, what a cracking wee spider. In a mantis NI enclosure, we have the Afropelma simani, which is a Costa Rica stripe knee. Now, how does this thing come off? I take it that just lifts off there, and I'm guessing we'll be under the coconut. Down you go, girl. Again, would appear to be female. I think most of these thus far have been female. Here we have the absolute life and soul of the party, the most beautiful, in my humble opinion, possibly one of the most beautiful spiders in the entire spider keeping hobby. As I said, if you follow me on Insta or TikTok, you've probably already seen this. The little lady in here probably isn't going to need much of an introduction. It's going to need some water. This is one I definitely want to put into a large enclosure. Look at all this beautiful, beautiful webbing. Let's see if we can get her to. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just look. Oh. This is easily one of the most beautiful spiders you'll ever see, or not see, because I hide in the burrows. They're reluctant. There we go. They're reluctant to come out. Look at that, by the way. Kilobrachys. How do you say it? It's the electric blue earth tiger, and I think it's fairly easy to understand. There she goes. Why these are called the electric blue earth tiger. First of all, the colour. Earth tiger, they hide under that earth. You ain't going to see very much of them. But look at that webbing, and isn't she just? Oh, she's beautiful. She is absolutely beautiful, and again, one I definitely want to get into a new home. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, stunning, amazing. Oh, so happy, so happy. You have no idea how elated I was when I got home. As I say, I'd seen the list that I was getting, things I was picking up, but hadn't really fully acknowledged everything that was on the list. But yeah, I mean, that has to be like, I don't know. You tell me a spider that you think is more beautiful than that. So there we have it. I think there was 28. 2 we're unsure of. 1 I'm pretty confident is deceased, which leaves I think 25. 25 absolutely amazing, beautiful spiders to try and fit into the collection somewhere. There's going to be quite a bit of sugaring about to take place. As I say, there's some in there that I definitely want to put into new tanks or swap around what's in what. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think is the most beautiful spider. What's the most beautiful spider you keep? What's your favourite one in your collection? And yeah, that's it from me to you guys. Thank you ever so much, and pop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you ever so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Be good, be kind, and of course take care of yourself. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. Thank you ever so much. Bye bye.